We continue with the Unit 4's explanation of the poem The Last Bargain by Rabindranath Tagore. Now, Rabindranath Tagore has done numerous literary works, and he, being an Indian poet, gives more and more importance to the Indian values, and his conceptual based poems are always indicating towards the core essence of Indian society and what would an Indian do in the given circumstances. So this poem also is about given situations in your life, what would you accept? It's like almost everybody would accept that only. That's why he, in his work, stresses upon the things which are like day to day in your life. What would you choose? What kind of environment you live in? What kind of social structure or what type of cultural customs, all traditions are taken care of in his poem. Now let's see in the poem written by Rabindranath Tagore, what does he mean by bargain? Bargain is nothing but a deal to be struck with somebody where there is giving and taking of something. Okay? Bargain would be a deal. Keep that in mind. A bargain is an agreement in which both the parties promise to do something for each other. Someone is looking for work, waiting to be hired. Now here the requirement of the bargain is somebody needs a job and he wants to do the job to earn money or to just a job. Take it into this particular context as just a job. He strikes a bargain but thinks it's worthless. He tries twice again but he doesn't like either. Finally, in the last bargain, when he's hired for nothing, whatever he is happy as never before. What is the bargain and why is he best at it? Now let's see which are the bargains he says no to and which is the bargain he says yes to. He has his reasonings for no and he has his reasonings for yes. Let's see. Come and hire me, I cried, while in the morning I was walking on a stone-paved road. Stones were laid on the sidewalks, footpath jisko bolte hain, and a stone-paved road was there. He was walking on it and he was saying, come and hire me. That means if you have some job to give me, you can come and hire me, you can pay me and then I will do the job for you. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. The first person to strike the bargain, tried to strike the bargain, was the king who came in a chariot. What's a chariot? Ghoda gadi, what do you call them? Like cart being pulled by horses. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. And the first bargain which comes to him comes from a king. He has got a sword in his hand. And he says, I will hire you under the duress, under the control of my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. Now, अगर आपको भी कोई बोले हम आपको पूरे मतलब ऐसे like suppress करके and I would want you to work for me under duress, so would you say yes for it? Like compulsorily you have to work for me. You would be very discomfort over here saying, no boss, under duress I will not come, I will not work under you. So he says no, not over here means no to him, that I am not comfortable with working under power, so you can please leave. So the king goes away. That's the first bargain he says no to. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. Now it was summer and then everybody had their doors shut. And this guy was looking for a job. I wandered along the crooked lane. Crooked means tera mera. An old man came out with his bag of gold. Now comes, ek to muscular power had come earlier. Now comes the power of money. He pondered and he said, he looked here and there and then he said, he was talking to the man, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. Now, if somebody comes and tells you, I will give you, in present day scenario, this context, if this question, if I would ask you, you would say yes, but till what extent yes? Till what extent? If somebody says, I will hire you and give you the amount of money what you want, or what I can pay you, or which will be way more than what you actually deserve. Would you say a yes? Though you have no contentment in the job, you are not happy with the job. Some people would say yes because they're greedy, but those who really like their freedom, they like their self-respect, such people would say no to this kind of a deal. So what do you think he will do? He said no to it because he also couldn't be suppressed by the power of money. First came the muscular power, he said no to it. Second came the power of money, he said no to it. It was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, so the garden hedges means jo bahar ki taraf, in the perimeters of the garden what we grow so that the animals don't come in, that is called the hedge. Now it was a totally flowery one, and there came a fair maid, matlab a very beautiful looking lady. Maid matlab bai nahi hai yahan pe. Maid is a short form of maiden. Maiden is a young lady, okay? A fair maiden, a very beautiful, and she came out. I will hire you with a smile. Now here comes lure, attraction. She's trying to lure him so that he falls for her beauty and he stays with her and works for her. Again, one kind of like greediness would like giving you a greed, an opportunity of greed over there. You can fall for my beauty. Her smile paled and melted into tears. Kyun? Paled means vanished. The smile went off her face. Why? And it turned into tears, like the eyes were watery, right? And she went back alone into the dark because this guy said no again to fall a prey to the beauty of the lady. The sun glistened on the sand and the sea waves broke waywardly. Now he is near the seashore now, and now the sun is shining very brightly on the sand and the waves are rhythmically moving. A child sat playing with shells. The child over there, a child has nothing to do with the world outside. When you see a child playing, usko koi matlab nahi what is happening around him. He is very carefree. So he watches him playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with nothing. So he says, come play with me, but I have nothing to give you. I hire you, but I have nothing to give you except that carefreeness in life. I can't give you anything. So any person sensible, you being a child, it would be difficult to understand, but when you grow up, you would know the value of being carefree in life, not having any kind of tension and burden on your head. From henceforward, that bargain struck in child's play made me a free man. So he struck a bargain with the child because he wanted his soul and body and mind to be free. And there he was working like a carefree person, which was compared to the innocence of a child. So after saying 3 times no to the muscular power, strength, like the arm strength and the body strength, and then came the money and then came the attraction of beauty, saying 3 times no, he says yes to this child because he will get a chance of living a carefree life. That's the summary of the poem. Try to solve the questions. I will not give you the answers of these. These are very easy. You will solve this particular poem on your own. There are a few choose the correct answers. You can do that on your own.